Hello and welcome to the sixthaxis.com. I'm Stefan and today we've got the Nintendo Switch 2. It's arrived for us a day early thanks to Nintendo sending out review units for us, and we've also got the camera and the Pro Controller 2 as well as one of the MicroSD Express cards which you need to do the extended storage on the Nintendo Switch 2 now, and we're able to do a quick unboxing for you today. But stick with us over the coming days because we will also have a look at Mario Kart World. We'll get our full review done as quickly as possible. We've got Welcome Tour in the pipe as well. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, as well as a bunch of the smaller patched upgrades, which includes the likes of Link's Awakening and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, for example. And obviously, we'll then have to check into the third-party ports, which will include games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Hitman World of Assassination. But for now, let's dive in, let's get all of this unboxed and go from there. Alright, so let's just start with the Nintendo Switch 2 itself and get this out of its box. So the console itself is really nicely displayed right as soon as you open the box, and you've then got the two Joy-Con. I like that they're at a little angle. It's ever so slightly playful, but you know, not as excessive as before where we had the luridly coloured controllers. And there seems to be something to read here. Okay, yeah, a little bit of literature, a little bit of reading. You've got your HDMI cable, and you've got the two Joy-Con straps, which you will want to use if you're playing something particularly active. So then, what's this? We've got... Oh yes, okay, so this is the standard gripper, which you can attach your Joy-Con to, and then it's a bit like a regular controller. This is not the charging one, which is a separate purchase, just like with the original Switch. And that hand gripper has actually got the back buttons as well, if you want to have those whilst using the Joy-Con. Then we have, this is a USB-C to C cable. And we've got the standalone power adapter, which will do something like 60 watts, I believe. Let's have a look. Yes, up to 60 watts. So that's a pretty good little charge brick. Probably charge up your laptops with it as well. And then finally, we have the dock. So that's everything in this box. Let's get this out of the way and then unwrap everything. Okay, so let's put a couple more things to one side. HDMI cable, you know what that looks like. USB-C cable, the same. And then this charging brick, I'll just unwrap it like that. This is obviously the UK power brick. And yeah, it's nice and relatively compact, so that's pretty good. We also do not need to read this. I think I can figure things out. Let's start with the dock itself, which has now got this nice rounded look to it. Around the back then you've got this flip, and okay, actually completely removable, so that's similar to the Switch OLED dock where you had the removable panel at the back. On this you've got a socket for AC adapter, HDMI, and you've got Ethernet here, which is obviously really great if you want to do a multiplayer online with like a really good solid connection and you're playing on the TV. Then on the side you've got two USB ports, and that'll be obviously for charging. If you're into Smash Bros, then for connecting your GameCube style controllers as well. And yeah, it's going to be relatively similar to the original Switch dock. Let's do the Switch itself now. So yeah, that is, well, it just looks like a bit of a tablet really, doesn't it? Up at the top, we've got some very familiar looking grills. Got a USB-C port at the top as well, which is really great if you're charging it and you've got this on your lap. It means that you won't be squishing that USB cable into an awkward angle. Power, volume, there is a microphone in as well now, which is for the voice chat. And obviously we have got this slot for a cartridge. Down at the bottom then you've got USB-C in, and you've got your fan intakes there. And if we move this, that's the new kickstand. This is going up and down like that. You can put it to pretty much any angle that you want. And here we've got the MicroSD Express card slot. So we will do that a little bit later. Let's get these Joy-Con out, and we'll get these out as well. Cool, so the Joy-Con, they are now magnetic. There's no rails to slide them down into, you just snap it into place, which is fantastic. It is a really, really satisfying feeling and sound. It just clips in like that. And then to release it, you've got these two release buttons at the back, and these basically break the magnetic connection. They push them out like that, and then you remove it like so. So let's do it on the other side as well. They're really, really fun to play with, actually. I always enjoy just messing around with those. These, once again, they are side agnostic. So you've got the plus on this side, and you've got the minus on that side, you've got the plus on that side. It's the same with the blue one, which means that if you want, you can snap this onto the opposite side, and you can get a little bit of a color variety like that. And then, just as with the console itself, to release them, you press that. Less strong of a magnetic connection, but you get the same effect. And then once again for the controller, snaps into place really nicely. Oh, that's a good click. And release. As you can see, you've got the, let's bring this up here. That's how it's releasing it. And then let's put this into its dock. Oh, it doesn't want to. Have I got it upside down? No, I have got it upside down. How have I done that? Oh, I didn't realize you can actually put these in upside down. Oh my God. I'd never actually thought of that. Well, there you go. You can put the controllers on upside down on the Switch 2, and then it slots in like that. Right. Okay, let's do one more important thing with the actual Switch 2, which is to pop in the MicroSD Express card. Okay, just to illustrate, here is the MicroSD Express card. If you compare this to a regular MicroSD card, you'll see this has got so many more additional pins on the bottom, and that is to facilitate higher data rates. So to install it, we lift up the kickstand, and then the slot is here, and we'll just pop it in like that. And there we go, that's installed. And I've not turned this on yet, but I'm sure that it will very readily accept and acknowledge that I've got that installed. Okay, let's just very quickly unwrap these. Pro Controller 2. Another nice USB-C charging cable. And then we've got the Pro Controller here as well. It's actually much more of a matte finish, I feel, compared to the original Pro Controller. You've still got all of the buttons that you need. You've got the C button for chat as well. You've got a microphone and a headphone jack port here. And then also on the back, you have these grip buttons, which are configurable within the system software. So that's great. You'll be able to put jump or reload on these buttons instead of having it on the face buttons, so you can keep your fingers on here. Well, these are actually, oh, those are incredibly smooth feeling analog sticks. That's going to be really fun to play with, actually. I really like the feel. Oh, it's actually such a strange feeling and sensation compared to a lot of other controllers. Really interesting. I look forward to digging into that a bit more. And then finally, we have this Switch 2 camera. So this is a pretty neat little device. You've got a privacy filter here, so you can set it to be completely off all of the time. This tilts just up and down tilt, and then obviously you turn it like that, but that will let you get it into view. And then we've got another cable. This is USB-C to C though, so it will actually go into the top port of the Switch 2 when you're docked. And yeah, it's 1080p. This is going to be used for game chat and multiplayer and all of the kind of silly nonsense that you would expect a camera to be put to use for. Alright, so one final thing that I want to do with the Switch 2, and that is size comparison. So we've got the Switch 2 here. This is a bigger screen than on any other Switch hardware. And we're going to start by comparing it to the Switch OLED. And you can see this was, I believe, 7 inches, up a little bit from like 6.2 on the original. Yeah, 7 inches there. This is an 8-inch screen on the Switch 2. The Switch OLED is 7 inches. Next up, let's bring in the original Switch. As I said, 6.2 inches. You can actually really see the difference between how this LCD panel is put together compared to that one. This one is laminated to the glass. This, I believe, has got the traditional old air gap kind of thing. And then finally, let's bring this in with a dinky little Switch Lite, which is kind of adorable these days. And still actually a really, really nice handheld in its own right, but a completely different style and feel to what we typically get with big handhelds these days. And so there we go, we've got the whole Switch family from Lite through the original to OLED and now the Nintendo Switch 2. Alright, that is it for this unboxing of the Nintendo Switch 2. As I said, we have got plenty of coverage of all of the games that are coming for this system coming along in the next few days and weeks. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, click the bell icon to get the notifications on YouTube, and also head over to the6thAxis.com where we'll have all of this video content as well as written stuff, which probably goes a bit beyond what we're doing on YouTube. So make sure to do the YouTube things, and hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!